Hi there, and welcome to The Works. I'm Ben Che.
And I'm Ben Peltier.
In today's show, the focus is mostly on music, and we'll have most of that in our studio.
A little later, we'll have the Nordic Light Quartet, a jazz band that includes a Hong Kong-based bass guitar player from Sweden who has visited our studio several times in recent years. And sadly, this may be the last time he will be here. He's Richard Malmsten.
We'll also have a musical duo who appeared at Clockenflap, appeared at the Free Space Festival, and may soon be appearing on a street corner near you. They are Head Clowns, and despite being from the UK, their music is very much Eastern European, even gypsy in sound.
First, though, there may be more than singing duos on the streets, as you may see when you look at one of the theater productions featured in this year's Hong Kong Arts Festival. It tells us what happens when the animals and children took to the streets.
Another day in the Bayou Mansions.
Written by Suzanne Andrade of British Theatre Company, 1927, The Animals and Children Took to the Streets has been described as a cinematic musical fairy tale.
The short and curly hair in the mouthful of sponge cake. It's so hard to keep the wolf from the door.
It combines animation, drama, piano accompaniment, and singing. And of course, there's the story.
The way we work is that there are actors on stage and we interact with the animation. So a lot of the things are animated. I think what it is with the interaction is that we try and create, it's not just a concept of, right, we're going to use media, multimedia. I think it's an idea that we're really interested and excited by as well. So we constantly try and think of different ways that we can merge acting with the media. It's quite difficult as a performer to do as well because you aren't performing with other actual live performers the majority of the time. You're performing with animated characters. So it's hard work, but it's quite fun to try and make it as live as possible for the audience.
So hard to keep the wolf from the door.
1927 performed the piece last week at City Hall as part of the Hong Kong Arts Festival. During the show, animated sequences are projected on the 3 screens. It's the story of Agnes Eaves and her daughter in Bayou Mansions, and the interactions with the wild children in the surrounding slums.
You know how people, in certain situations, they have, there's the sort of middle class who go about their daily life, and then if there's trouble outside of the middle class, then as long as they don't merge, people are quite happy. But as soon as they merge and sort of the naughty children start coming in and sort of affecting the middle class, then that's when it kicks off.
Here we are.
It may feature children and animals, but Asmi says the show is scripted for people of all ages. The company says that performing in the Arts Festival this year has inspired ideas for future shows.
Performing in the festival is such an amazing thing because we're alongside so many amazing other performances, and it's such a high-profile event. It's just got so many good things in it. But at the same time, we're in Hong Kong, which is such an amazing place to perform in, and it's there's these massive buildings everywhere when you're walking around, and then so much neon, and I think it's so inspiring. I think the next show is going to have a lot of neon in it. It sounds like it's a kids' show, but there's the storyline, and it's quite a dark sense of humour as well, and there's a lot of sort of undercutting sentences and things like that, and Suze's writing is dark, so I think any audience, any age can really get something from it.
The Works has been running for something like 9 years now, and from time to time over those 9 years, our next guest has appeared in our studio. He's Richard Malmsten, a jazz bassist, a composer, and a man who has also brought several great talents into Hong Kong from Sweden over the past few years.
Now he's decided to move back to Sweden, but before leaving town, Richard's here in our studio with the Nordic Light Quartet that also includes Magnus Lindgren, Erik Soderlind,